Today on this episode of RealityGays,
it's Meet the Parents for Jasmine and Matt. And Matt shits the bed.
Yara wants answers, Loren wants closure, and Jovi wants nachos.
And once again, Matty proves that he's the worst Googler ever.
Sorry.
Roll it, Christina.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiance.
Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown.
90-day Fiance.
Marrying someone you only met on your phone.
Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love.
It's RealityGays. Let's love. Well done, TLC. Well done, because even I thought, okay, we're getting to the end of Hey. Like we talked about last part one, they're kind of stretching things. And it actually wasn't on this episode. It was the next week on. But the cut of watching Jasmine scream her head off in a bathtub.
Having a water birth.
And then to see Gino's face to learn that he's financially responsible for this baby. I am so excited for next. I've
got to say.
Well done.
Because he went, wait, what? Because y'all know.
I told you that would be the worst thing for him.
He's going to, I guarantee you that divorce is going to happen real fast.
I called it, y'all. I said it. He's going to immediately. Well done. Well done. All right, everyone.
Jasmine's screaming in a water birth.
Jasmine's screaming.
Because you knew she was going to have one.
And Matt is completely just scared shitless.
Yeah.
Boy.
He has kind of endeared himself to me.
Yes. And he's also acts like an idiot, like in this episode, some too. So, but he is, we'll see. Whatever. We can't like any men. They all end up just ruining it when we used to like Gino.
I think, to be fair, we didn't know Gino.
We didn't know Gino. That's true.
We knew Gino the way he presented himself on the show.
True.
Yeah.
Because all men lie and leave you. That's what my mother tells me.
Did she really say that?
No, maybe that's what they do. It's just in their nature.
But that would mean you're a man. So
she has a lot of problems with anyway.
Nature.
Like she was trying to tell me the other day, like how boys need to be wild and play because they have to. And I said, Mom,
shut the fuck up.
I said, did I need any of that? Well, I said, do you not remember what kind of boy I was?
What was she saying? Boys need to be wild, and what was her point?
Gendered bullshit.
Oh God.
Anyway, welcome to RealityGays, y'all. My name's Maddie.
And I'm Poodle, and we are two ridiculous homosexuals who love nothing more than tearing reality television a new one.
Especially our favorite obsession, TLC's 90-Day Fiance, Happily Ever After. This is season 9, episode 16. Boy, that escalated quickly. Our part 2.
You should send her that thing I sent you about the Icelandic girls
I told her
and
about
boys.
It. I told her about it.
But the girls were told to do something that's strong and
she didn't
show their
understand.
strength.
She was very confused.
And the boys were taught to share their emotions. And
she didn't get it at all.
I don't know where we go from there. But
yeah, I don't know where we go from there. So, y'all, if you listen to part 1, you are still reeling as I am. Because I don't know who my work husband is anymore. You're sharing salads with people.
I shared my salad with someone.
And y'all, we mean an actual salad.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a little concerned. Like, are you... You can't start being nice and talking with strangers. That's what I do. That's my bit.
It's too late in my life for that.
I'll feel not needed. What am I going to do?
When I do travel when I am by myself, I am a little bit more engaging, especially if I'm abroad. I do find
know,
myself talking to people.
That's why it's good. And it actually, we are wired to do that from a evolution standpoint, because underneath it all we want to assess safety.
Yes.
And we know that we're not safe when we're alone.
Yeah. And so I will, when I'm, especially if I'm abroad, I will talk to people. I find myself oftentimes talking, and I find people when they see someone who's by themselves, there's, especially if another person is by themselves, they will either approach me or we'll both start seeing who the other person. And I find couples like to talk to me.
Yeah, that's for different reasons, because you just look like a swinger. You give that energy.
You're not wrong.
I'm not wrong. But it is, I know the world seems on fire a lot right now, but we are genetically wired to take care of one another.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really work out that
regardless of what people will tell you, and a lot of people who you will see.
Anyway, yes, a lot of people you will see. Okay, I don't know if anybody's taking care of each other, if they're just being clicky mean girls, but Selling Sunset is wonderful, y'all.
We're 2 episodes in. It comes out October 29th.
Yes.
It's got some of the old magic. I think so.
That's a great way. Old magic. Old magic.
So black magic that you weave so well.
Seeking Sister Wife, y'all, is going strong. This season is not giving up. It is. I love it. It's my favorite thing we're covering right now.
I gotta say, the image of Garrick in that horrendous sweater walking around Buena Vista, and we have gotten confirmation that is how the people in that town pronounce it.
Oh, it's
not Buena Vista, but Buena Vista.
Buena Vista.
Buena Vista.
That's fine. We say Los Feliz here.
It's true. But I guess I'm thinking that's just you're taking out Buena. You're not even pronouncing a vowel.
I don't. I'm still wondering. I cannot wait to see how Danielle Merrifield is going to be trolled the next day when she sees Garrick's face from having banged young pussy.
Yeah.
And her just kind of spinning in her head.
Pussy.
That's what it's about for the Merrifields. Well, for all of them, for all the men basically.
Brazilian box.
Yeah, y'all. Anyway, Seeking Sister Wife. It's great. That is available. Actually, if you want to watch us do it on video to record the show, that's available on the $15 video tier. Or it's available on the $8 tier of RG Plus, available on Apple. Yes, to listen to. On Apple, on Supercast, and on Patreon. You can listen to the first episode of Try Before You Buy. That is available on the main feed. We do want to remind people, if you join Patreon, do not join Patreon through the Apple app. It's best because they charge you a fee, like on your Apple.
They're competitors, y'all. So you're going to
get charged a fee. As Sissy reminded us, if you do have an iPhone or an iPad, go on a browser, join Patreon that way, and then you can connect the RSS to your Apple feed, or you can just listen to it through the Patreon app. Or if you're like, fuck this, I want to be anonymous, Poodle, what's easier than you?
Apple subscriptions. You can even wear a mask while you're doing it.
Well, you can do that for you too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
It's just one button though, and on Apple subscriptions, and that connects you, and you get all of our audio content. But you don't get to vote in our Bi Curious polls and things of that nature.
But we don't know who you are, and we like it that way. And
well,
so
you
do you.
So do you. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives will be coming out on November 13th. That is going to be on the main feed, and all of those episodes will be on YouTube as the prior season was.
Right.
Anything, which by the way, subscribe to us on the YouTube, y'all. So
I think that's it. We got through those fast.
I do want to remind people too, the call us tier. Depending on our time, we might have a call us today. But call us tier, $15 tier. There is a post that dropped last week in RG Plus for all of you. Just that gives you the little password, how to do it, so that way you can be included.
We also had a Bi Curious that dropped last week. You voted on it. I don't know who won.
It's probably with Secret Salt Wives.
Probably.
That seemed to be in the lead.
Housewives of Salt Lake City. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I said. Salt Wives. That's what I call it.
That's what you did call it. Still got that pilot pitch. Franny McDormand, get ready. Get ready for another enemy.
Ready?
Connie Britton, your time has come. June Squibb, get ready for your
June
call.
Squibb.
Alfred Woodard, where are you?
Oh, I love Al. Oh,
Everyone has got to be over 50. That and then I also thought of Zoe Kazan as the younger wife in
What
there
about-
too. But I want everyone over 50.
what about Joan Allen?
Oh,
Oh, she'd be great.
I need Joan Allen everywhere.
Oh, what's Joan Allen doing now? God, I love her.
Here's the thing. She had a procedure.
Oh, she was in a Netflix called Zero Day.
Yeah, she had a procedure. She didn't look like herself for a while. And she Renee Zellweger herself.
The Renee Zellweger. No, who's the most recent one? Shit. It's
tricky.
Keep talking.
You've really got to go. You've got to get. You can't go all the way. You gotta. I feel like with plastic surgeons, they need to present you with something, with 4 steps, and you need to choose the second step because 3 is going to be pushing it for celebrities. Because once you don't look like yourself anymore, it's really hard to cast you.
I can't. Oh, she was in.
Oh no, Grand Game of Pyramid.
She had that album that I love, Ferndale, and then Coverage. Mandy Moore.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Mandy Moore that apparently just had some. They're saying, look, y'all. I'll tell you. The thing is, if you go cheap on plastic surgery, you get what you pay for.
Do you think they're going cheap? I don't even know if
some
it's
do.
that.
You'd be surprised. Some do. Some do.
I just think they say, we can go 1st degree, 2nd degree, 3rd degree, 4th degree, 5th degree. And I think if you are a celebrity with an established face, which is recognizable, I think you got to go 2nd degree and then maybe do an extra refresher later. Because
or you got to
go 3 and above.
Or you got to get out of the limelight for like a year to let it settle.
More.
So it's
yeah. Because part of your brand is your recognizability.
That's one reason why I did it now.
So when you're hugely famous, yeah.
Well, if something happens, I'll probably
after you did have radical reconstructive surgery.
I know, but he was a good surgeon. Just had somebody compliment. They're like,
they took out a whole chamber in your neck.
They did, but you know what it is? It's an upper left changes people's face.
Mm-hmm.
Like people say she had a forehead lift. I don't know if she had that, but she definitely had an upper left, and that changed the way I look. It's just
it's a radical change. But I'm saying, if your career is built on recognizability,
again, it's the what's her name from Dirty Dancing.
Jennifer Grey, the nose.
She couldn't work after she got her nose job.
Yeah.
So
I say, look how you want to look, but just know
it does settle because Renee Zellweger looks like herself again.
She does, but it took a while.
It takes about a year. I'm telling y'all.
I feel like though it was longer than that. Maybe she made movies in between then.
I actually think Renee Zellweger got really good work. It just looks different.
Yeah, she looked like a different person. That was one of the ones who everyone was like, "Who is that?"
Yeah.
Anyway, should we jump in?
If you're in LA, hit me up, Dr. Jason Rustan.
He needs to advertise, or you're never saying his name again.
He should give me free Botox at this point. I've sent him a
lot
of clients.
What about me? What do I get?
You said you don't ever want to change your face.
I'm saying I want money.
No, look, like you said last episode, if you want to go to my mental therapist and tell them everything to change about me, I will happily take you to Dr. Rustan and mark you up like on Nip Tuck.
You know what? I don't mind that. I'm happy with change. You are obviously resistant to it. I welcome other people's opinions.
I'll be like,
I'm not close-minded.
I said, I want him to look like Cesar Romero when he was in that Joker makeup.
Don't make me look grotesque.
I think I just found out Cesar Romero was a homosexual.
Why were you not convinced?
Well, I never knew.
But think of the way he acts.
And boy, it makes sense now.
God, you had no gaydar as a child.
Well, it was, in my defense, character villains and gay are a close line.
Yeah, I just assume all of them are gay.
I do now, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, what was the guy who died like 3 years ago who was so nice and turns out he was so straight? He
So nice and so straight. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
He played a villain a lot. He was a straight guy, but I always thought he was gay, and he wasn't.
You're doing terrible at this
because he's a character actor, not a famous
terrible
actor.
At this.
He's
Can you tell me something he was in? No, you can't.
He was a Latino actor, I believe. No,
you can't.
Yeah.
You can't. Yeah, boy. That's the thing. You know that actor who was in The Thing? Y'all, don't do this with your friends. If you can't come up with a single thing they were in, shut your mouth. Your friends will thank you. You just say, you know what? If I can't come up with it, maybe I shouldn't mention it. Because there's absolutely no reason otherwise. You can look for it. I don't give a shit. We're just going to do the show.
I Googled and I didn't.
If you can't come up with a single thing that we're in, they must not have been memorable.
Well, that's not true for me because I don't remember names.
Can you describe something that we're in?
No,
not even that. Not even that.
Can't even remember. Yeah, and Google's failing me. We got to move on.
What'd you put in? Character actor who looked gay, who's kind of Latino?
Well, because I talked to AI like they're my friend. I said, hey, who's that really nice guy, the Latino character actor who everyone said is really nice, and then he died several years ago? Wasn't really good. It told me Raul Julia.
That's actually a really good guess.
He probably isn't Latino, and that's what I'm putting in wrong.
Probably.
Yeah.
This is very frustrating, and I'm going to ask us to move on because I'm still thinking about who it is.
I'm going to say, wait, he wasn't Latino. Give me 10 more.
No, stop doing this. I hate this.
He looked like the villain in real life. He looked like the villain who was in the Chipmunk movie.
Please don't do this.
I'm just telling you.
I can't do this. I can't do this.
No, Google. It's not John Mahoney.
He was gay. So the thing is, you're not using Google the right way. You're a bad Googler. I've said this before. You're even a bad AIer.
Oh, wait, I forgot to do AI. Wait, he seemed gay, but he wasn't. Give me 10 choices. I'm going to ask him about this. Is that a podcast now where I'm just asking AI? I
hate this.
And we're just seeing.
It's very frustrating. I want to die on the inside.
Well, now it's talking about Charles Nelson Riley and Paul Lynde. We've gone afield. Malcolm Jamal Warner was not gay AI. God.
And he's not a character actor.
Oh, my God. I got it. Taylor Negron. That's it.
He was Latino. Yeah.
Taylor Negron. That's who I was trying to talk about.
Said he was
I don't even know why I brought him up.
He was in Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's show.
I was too old to watch those movies.
But he was there like Manny.
I do remember that. Why did I even bring him up? I don't even remember now.
Don't know. He was also in, I can tell you things he was in. Like he was like the maitre d' of things. And
yes.
Taylor Negron, yeah.
Yeah.
He wasn't. Wait, Taylor Negron wasn't gay?
No, he wasn't gay.
We need to move on. I can't believe you found that was a journey.
Hey,
and you know what? You didn't deserve that.
I didn't deserve that.
I think you needed it. You need to think what you did.
I'm wrong. He was openly gay.
So wait, none of that had any point?
None of that had any point.
Part of me wants to take everything that we just did out. Or just start over. I'm
I am so sorry I wasted your
Can you
time.
apologize not to me, but also to our listeners?
Yeah, my headphones are. I apologize to everyone. That was ridiculous. That was not needed. And we're probably not going to have time to do a call-us now because I spent 10 minutes on a pointless point.
I asked to move on several times.
No, but I was in it. You asked a couple of questions.
I know. I need to stop doing that.
Please get me out of this.
Florida contingent.
Here we are.
I can't even. Why would you think Taylor Negron was straight?
Maybe I'm thinking of another actor.
No, we're going to say it was that. It has to be that. I have other things to do today. Jovi and Yara. She says, I want to look pretty. And so she comes
pants
out.
Are a little much.
I've got to say they are a little much. And he's like, can you touch your toes? Now, obviously, she can, and she's moving around in them. Libby and Andrei come in. I don't know. I've got to ask.
Mm-hmm.
Does it feel like production initiated this pre-gaming thing?
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, that's why it's starting to rub me the wrong way. This Florida contingent thing.
Yeah, I mean, I'm still enjoying it. I'm mainly enjoying it because if they, again, on 90 Day Wives, Elizabeth is going to be one of the best villains we've ever seen.
She is such a bitch.
But she's perfect
awful.
because she's two-faced and conniving.
Yeah.
And
she's so Florida.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah, she is.
She is atrocious this season. She's showing the cattiness she's always had.
I'm interested to see how the cast responds to her in the tell-all.
They're gonna. Yeah. She'll defend herself really well, and then Andrei will come in too.
Yeah.
So y'all,
they're
Jovi's
pre-gaming,
wearing long johns because he hasn't changed yet. I'm gonna say this now. I don't think long johns are appropriate attire for mixed company.
Guest. I do not think so either. They are
not even a guest.
They're called
I don't
long
think
underwear.
they're appropriate. It's long underwear.
It is. It's long underwear.
I don't know. That may be a big prude, but maybe it's fine.
It feels to me. It feels too
overly familiar.
It feels too prospectory to me.
Prospectory, like there should be a flap in the back,
like somebody's coming out going, "Hey, what y'all doing here?"
I agree.
They're having champagne with Libby and Andrei, and they come over and they're just talking about how was your day? Things are good. And
what
then
did
Libby's
you do with Loren?
Yeah.
And Yara goes, fight! I was awkwardly eating my dry fish, which they convinced her to get. But Libby says, it was fun until Loren decided to dig up the past. You know, she said some shit about like how you went through my messages. I felt like she should talk to you because I'm sick of answering the same shit about stuff I don't have answers to. And the thing, why
Andrei tags on, he's like, who invited them anyway?
It's almost like usually he's the bigger troll. She has somehow surpassed him through this season.
Well, it's because what we're seeing is Libby has always been, all the drama has always been with Libby's family.
Yeah.
So it's a different type of trolling, and also she plays a different in the family system.
She's not able to play the victim anymore.
She's the victim in her family.
Yeah, she's not able to play the victim.
Because she is, because her sisters are horrible to her.
Yep, next to the sisters and that mom.
And her brother. And she's always picked on, like, so now though, this is like she does what she sees.
No, she's still a troll. Yeah,
she does what
after all this. So the funniest thing is she just doesn't want to talk about, she doesn't even want to talk about what went down. Because she doesn't want to think she could be responsible for it.
What this is all about, we talked about it last episode a little bit. She's very smart. Elizabeth's very smart. She has either Andrei do her dirty work, but now she also says, Yara can do my dirty work for me.
Yes.
And that's what this is all about. And the thing that's why she knows she can do it, Yara is smart too, but Yara is very sensitive.
Very sensitive.
So she knows if I bring up something that she's sensitive about, it's
she's
not
direct.
canny to me that we already saw Jovi get in trouble with Yara over her looks.
Mm-hmm.
So Libby then went like a German shepherd who sees an approaching intruder, goes, broop.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got to say, she played this perfectly.
It almost felt scripted. It was
if you're wanting to take
perfectly.
out your enemy. And Loren is just too fragile for all this. She is just going to. Loren has her own faults, but she is too fragile to get in a mean girl war.
No, and that's where Libby says, I wasn't going to say anything, but she was saying you're so Miami and that Miami's gone to your head. And she talked about what you're wearing. And Yara's like, but she's always nice to me. And she says she loves me, but she's making fun of me behind my back. And Libby said, I know, I don't really like talking shit.
You know, I'm the last person to talk shit about someone.
But she said, and she says in her interview, she said, I just know that Yara is very vulnerable in Miami. And I went, look, Yara is sensitive, but the last thing Yara is vulnerable. That's totally in her head to make herself feel better, I think.
Yeah, it's misplaced sympathy in this. And I think it's all bullshit. She just wants to start shit. And the other thing here, y'all, is Libby is not even really representing what Loren said. She's misrepresenting what Loren said. She knows that she doesn't talk shit about Yara. Mm-hmm. What Loren is doing is it's kind of high school, kind of talking about the girl who's dressing over the top. But you say, oh, wow, she always looks great. But there is an undercurrent of, I could never do that. We're not that type of girl.
Yeah.
But Libby knows she can use that to her advantage.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It is high school behavior at its just the most blunt.
Yes.
So they're going out. Lexi and Loren show up. And Joey's like, everybody's sad. We're going to a bar.
Let's be happy.
And at one point, was it Andrei goes, why are you so loud? And Joe's like, I'm trying to match our voice level because you like to speak over people. And then Andrei says, I do? Well, I'm sorry.
And everyone goes.
And Yara goes, I didn't expect that.
Huh?
What? I expected
what's happening, Jovi?
And Libby says, he's been saying sorry lately. And he's like, what the fuck is happening? Am I American? Here's what's happening. Libby is getting much more, I think they're away from the family. They're away from a lot of their family. I think Libby is now deciding how, since she's not actively in fight or flight mode, how she wants her life to be.
Because Moldova has been dropped, y'all. We're not getting that plot line at all anymore.
And he still feels like he owes her a lot for not telling her about this investment, and she's not going to let it drop until she's getting dick down as much, and he's saying sorry to her every time.
Yeah.
So she's getting it. She's getting it to work. She's such a fucking troll this season, though. Woo! And so they're basically talking about they're going to the pickled pig. That's what they call me in college.
There goes pickled pig.
Hey boys, I'm always a little pickled, and I'm a pig.
Boy, Taylor.
Oink, oink.
God damn it.
Yeah.
Keep going. Okay. So
we're doing shot skis. Have you ever done these?
I've never done them.
This is the lowest form of bar entertainment, to be fair.
Have you done them? Yeah, I've never. That was a dumb question. That was a dumb. Of course you have.
Yeah. Here's the problem with them. You never just do one set. Just the notoriety of it being on a board. I don't know why. And it usually leads to being hungover the next day. These no one ever does just one, unfortunately.
Yeah,
you do three.
Well, and again, you act like you try to say you keep it together. But after like drink 2.5,
it is after like wild, 2.5.
It's like that
I need to go start some shit like
that
Libby.
wild country energy comes out in you, and you just want to be barefoot. You do. Like, I can
do.
tell you
I
just
start
want to
kind of pacing.
Yes, you just get wily.
I just want to go out and just run in the woods and
you do.
Ride a horse bareback or something else.
Or something else. And if anybody challenges you or asks you to do something, you're like,
I want to fight. I want to fucking fight.
And you want to win. Yeah.
Yeah. I do. It is country. It's like that in me where I just
That's that
get adversarial. Yeah.
Yeah.
I could totally get in a bar fight.
Yeah, I have it. I know it because I have it. But where you get wily and kind of bar fighty, I get just more Southern grandma.
Yeah, want to get some knitting. Yeah. So y'all, and at one point, Yara does one of the shots, and she's like, "In Ukraine, you do a shot, and then they hit you in the head, and the helmet is metal." And Jovi just looks at the camera like, "What the fuck is she talking about?"
He's like, "Yeah, sure."
And so it's interesting. You see this old guy talking to Yara, and y'all, this is just like these people who go to these towns and they just get drunk all the time. And Alexei's like, that guy likes Yara. Jovi's seen this all the time, so he's not bothered by it.
No.
And so y'all, Loren, she's like, oh, tequila. Wasn't going to do that. And Libby's like, well, we did tequila shots in their room already. And Loren goes, Loren, first of all, I actually feel terrible for Loren because you can tell she's in distress because I haven't seen her ticking from her Tourette's.
She was ticking a lot. She was really anxious.
Like in a long time. It makes me worry for her mental health, to be honest.
I do too, a little bit. I
don't think she was ready for this.
I think Loren is great reality TV, but I just don't know if she's
ready. I don't know
if she has a thick skin for this type of 90 Day Wives show-ish.
I would agree.
Housewives trip. I
think Libby could do it for season after season.
Libby could do, Yara could do it. But I think...
Put Jasmine in there.
Jasmine could do it, but Loren is just like, and I know Loren bothers a lot of people, and she's gotten a lot of flack, and was she horrible on that tell-all and Mean Girly with
a long time of Enfisa
but also that was like 6 years ago, y'all.
Longer.
And 7 years, and people can change. And just what I see more, I don't know.
I don't think she's a bad person. I think
she gets picked on by a lot of other women.
I totally agree.
A lot, including cast members. I think she gets picked on.
So, Libby's like, well, blame it on Jovi, and Loren says, well, she didn't have to say it. She didn't have to say they were doing things. I'm like, I don't know if she did put it in there, but she's like, Libby goes tit for tat, and that's not okay. But then Alexei goes, look, now that everyone's in good spirits, let's see if we can clear the air and move on. I'm like, now this is a boss move.
Yeah.
And so Andrei says, so let's clarify something. So this is how ridiculous it is. The men have to step in. And mostly it's Elizabeth. And Loren being afraid to confront Elizabeth because she's afraid of rejection completely.
Mm-hmm.
And at one point, and Alex said, yeah, agree. And so Alex says, Elizabeth, it was you who brought her the body shaming at the launch party. And he says, that was malicious and even premeditated. And I was like, yes, speak this truth.
It was.
And Libby's like, well, here's the thing. I thought Loren called my husband a horrible man. And Loren said, I never did that.
She said that again for like the 5th time, that she's never called him a horrible man.
And Libby says,
meanwhile,
well, I never called
Yara
Alex a dick or a horrible man.
And that's never been talked about, by the way.
And Yara goes, oh my God, this food is so good.
Yeah. And Jovi turns around like, y'all want nachos? Y'all want nachos? Yeah. Some food?
Now, this is the other thing. They're talking about, Yara talks about Jovi's like, there doesn't have to be a fight about this. She tells them about the situation, about what Loren said about her, what Libby said Loren said about her. And Jovi's like, that doesn't have to be a fight. And Yara says, there's gonna be. And so Libby says, well, she brings up the housewarming again. We started out on the wrong foot at this housewarming, and Alex admits that no-go is out of control. And Andrei said, who the fuck is this person to be at your house? She can't escalate like that in your home. And Loren, the problem here is Loren defended no-go too much and says she did say that behavior wasn't great, but she said, she's my best friend. And Elizabeth said, you and I were supposed to be best friends. So it's finally the hurt.
It's finally the hurt, yeah.
So Andrei says, Loren, were you going to apologize to me? And Loren finally says, I'm sorry it got to that, and I'm sorry you were offended. Not a real apology. Just for clarification, I'm sorry you were offended is not a real apology.
No, it's not.
And she said, I'm sorry for not stepping in with an apology. And Andrei says, well, I apologize about these texts because that was fucked up. I went too deep.
That was deep. Yeah, too deep.
And it was a retaliation thing, and I apologize for that. And they both accept each other's apologies. And here's the thing.
This is the thing. Loren can't help herself, though, when she says,
my
apology was genuine. And I was like, Loren, just hush.
Here's the problem.
When she's like, I hope yours is, just hush.
Loren said, I've apologized over and over for what happened at our party. The thing what you did not apologize for is, I'm sorry I did not step in and stop my friend from who I have a very good relationship with, who probably would have listened to me.
Yeah.
And if she just said, I'm sorry that I didn't step in, I did not agree with what she was saying. I'm sorry I let a stranger to you yell at me.
Even if she agreed, she said, I'm sorry that I should have stopped that completely.
Right. So it's not enough saying, I have apologized over and over for what happened at our party. You haven't apologized for you facilitated it.
Yeah.
Indirectly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the big issue here. And I think and then I wrote down, but it's interesting, we never talked about the body shaming. Did you notice that? We never, that was all hushed under the bed. We never really got into it.
That's true.
So, and finally, Libby says to Loren, if you can get an apology from him, tell me what you're doing, because he doesn't apologize. Talking about Andrei.
Libby gets crying. She comes over and gives
hugs
Elizabeth
Libby
a hug, and she makes a joke. Says,
and Libby says, "Don't cry. You're too beautiful." And Loren, almost, if anyone shows Loren a little kindness, she just starts sobbing.
She just starts sobbing. And so Libby says, "Oh,
I followed you on Instagram." Or
she's like,
this is really funny. Loren says, I followed you on Instagram. I missed you so much. I was so upset. And Libby goes, I blocked you. I've never blocked anyone before.
So, and Libby says, I can see that these feelings had a long time coming. She said, I'm happy to see the real, true Loren, and these are her real feelings. Y'all, this doesn't last for long, though, because Jovi and Yara are sitting over there stewing over some nachos, and
Jovi invites Loren aside, and it's a kind of a setup, and Loren says, "This has been a great trip. Thank you for bringing me out of my comfort zone." And and they're talking about, what about the conversation in the room that we had, and she's bringing it up, and she says, Libby and Andrei are telling us a lot of stuff, and I don't like what's happening. And Yara says, I talked to Libby, and she said that you were making fun of me, the way I dress. And she goes, what? And
so can we just pause real quick? Yeah. We saw it on camera. Do you think Loren was making fun of at least what we saw, do you think Loren was making fun of the way Yara dresses or being shady?
I don't think it was. How do I say it? It is very complicated, the way Loren, the way I think women talk about other women is very layered and complex. I think that Loren does not see herself in the same league as Yara as far as attractiveness.
I think when she said the jealous thing later, that's the most real thing Loren
I totally
said
agree.
This whole season.
But I think it is the way her language is phrased. Like, yeah, I could never pull that off. But like Yara, I think there's a way of, and this is not the right word, but there's a way of othering women like that that make you still feel secure.
Because it's about her insecurity.
In other words, so Loren can say, Exactly. So Loren can say, I'm over here in my lane. She's over there, but I could never get away with something like that. Libby could hear that and go almost co-sign it, saying, yeah, I couldn't either. And then realize she could use something like that against Loren.
Yeah. I think that's actually like that's where Loren does rub so many women the wrong way.
Yeah.
Is that it's always feels this passive aggressive shading
Yes.
of people.
Yes.
And I think
it's
I'm
high
not
school.
saying she's an angel. Sometimes she's doing it. We've seen her be petty. But other times and I think in the Yara moment, I didn't feel like she was trying to throw her under the bus. She was really, that was come from this place of, I'm jealous that I could never wear that.
Yeah, yeah. And I totally agree with that. She did save it. And so Yara's like, I want to go home.
We didn't hear the Miami bit. Yeah, we didn't hear the Miami bit.
And Loren said, I want to go now. She's like, I can't get a fucking break. And now Loren's like, I'm done with Libby. I'm never associating with her again.
She's like, she's hurt me. I can't trust a word she ever says.
Woo!
Which is actually
peace was not long.
No.
Let's jump into Jasmine. I don't what am I trying to say? I don't know how much more I can take of the same thing of Jasmine kind of spiraling, and I don't know. It feels like a same beat every single time we're seeing them. I also wrote down, this is the unfunny version of Knocked Up. That's what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's with higher stakes, strangely enough.
Yeah. It's she's sliding with Coco, and then when they show her Chiron with her standing there, the song's like, I'm a hot mess. Take a deep breath. Cause I'm a goddess.
GODDESS.
And I want to say, this is Selling Sunset. Because this is what the music is sounding like.
Very Selling Sunset.
Felt very Selling Sunset.
So Matt pulls up in a huge tow truck.
Hot.
It was hot. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Guys in a big truck, y'all. It's oof.
And he's like, notice the pink bow? He's trying to pacify Jasmine. He's like, we need another income, and this is it. And he already does. He's like, I do lots of car related things for work. I want to know what he actually does. He's like, I fiddle with cars, I fix them, and then I sell them. So he had to do this. He had to move to Florida to do this.
I guess so.
It feels a little weird. And I thought he had some job that was corporate because that's why he had to relocate.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Seems like he's working for himself, though.
Yeah.
So it makes me doubt this even more.
It does. There are little things like, I don't believe everything Gina does, but it does make me like, were they together? This was all planned. I don't know.
So he says, I found it for a good price. I can work when I want to. And she says, how much did you pay for it? $150,000. You're kidding. Here's the thing, what I have to say. Jasmine's not working. She's not bringing any income in. Who is she to complain about his choices?
He's supporting her.
I know.
You can't complain about how someone spends their money when they're paying your bills.
And I get it that she's pregnant, but I think I would temper that. With not lecture him about all the choices he makes.
Yeah.
And also because they seem so tenuous already.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, and she's freaking out, and she's like, you're never realistic. Then she starts nagging. You don't even take a class. How hard is it? Y'all, Matt is the typical man who knows how to do anything with his hands. And my brother's like this. My brother can usually learn how to do something really fast with his hands. He's just really good at it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what Matt thinks. I guarantee you, y'all, Matt figured out how to use that winch in a night.
Probably.
He just didn't know right then.
Mm-hmm.
Because if he already works with cars and mechanical stuff like that, he already knows how to do
get it. Yeah.
And so he's trying to. She's like,
you are definitely a winch that doesn't get figured out in a night, though. That's for sure.
No, it's a series of buttons that you need years to think about.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I'm a salty winch.
You're a salty winch.
And so Jasmine's still yelling at him. And she said he has a tendency to have big ideas, but he never ends up on Earth. He wanted to open a burger restaurant because he liked burgers. And
I'm not saying Jasmine doesn't have any validity in that.
Me either, but it feels like, you know what it feels like? It feels like a conversation that two people have who've been married for a couple years. Not two people who are connected by a baby who just told each other they loved each other. And Jasmine hasn't even told him that.
It does go into the storytelling of it just doesn't feel like they're bonded as a unit yet, but they act like it, but we didn't see that in the storytelling.
And has she even she even said that she loved Matt?
I don't think so.
I don't think that gives you the right to tell him about his money decisions then.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think
that's
so.
Why I'm kind of like, that's why this was the first episode this season. I'm like, I am fucking over you, Jasmine, lecturing him about stuff like this. This relationship is one way for you.
Yeah, because I mean, even later, like when he's literally they're 6 weeks away from having a baby, and she still doesn't want to tell anyone, and he's like,
"It is so hypocritical."
It's very delusional on Jasmine's part,
and so she says, "I feel." Then she switches another tactic. She's like, "I'm so alone. I don't have a support system," and he's like, and "Yes, you do."
That's not true. You have
also.
Him. You have Gino's cousins.
How is that his problem to fix? That is that's how you feel. And then, but she follows it up with saying, "I haven't seen you reading anything about the baby." So it's not that she doesn't think her support system is, in other words, she is calling him faulty at being father to her child.
Whereas maybe just because of the way we grew up, I saw this very much as like, for the lack of a better term, almost like his love language. This is him.
Totally agree.
Like he is taking care of the child.
Here's me providing for a child.
Providing. I thought that. I actually thought it was a really positive step.
I agree. And she's like, and he says, "I'm going to park the truck and not touch it until the baby is born." And she says, "I want you to go with me to a baby class." He's like, "Done." He's like, "Then I'll read some stuff, go with you to the class, and then I'm going to mess with the truck."
I'm going to mess with the truck.
This is just such a stereotypical guy thing to do. And then then Jasmine says, "I realized, I don't know Matt. You've just realized that?" And she's like, "I've been having sex with him, loving him. I don't know if you've said it, but she said sharing a space, but I don't know who this person is." And I wrote down, I said knocked up, but I said, this is also 16 and pregnant. But instead of 16 and pregnant, it's 38 and pregnant.
38 and pregnant.
So to me, Jasmine should be thinking much more about her own choices instead of Matt's.
Yeah.
And she says, he keeps making stupid decisions, and I want to tell my mom what's going on, but I have to deal with his BS. Stop making excuses.
Yeah.
For this shit. This is your problem.
Agreed. It is. It's not his problem.
Come on.
Like Jasmine
got really frustrated with her.
She got herself in trouble with all this web of lies.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't mean it as a blame thing, but a lot of times people feel like, this is the thing about secrets. When your life is nothing but secrets, you don't feel like you have support because even the people near to you don't know your secrets. So they don't. So they can't fully support you because you're not letting them.
And you feel like your life is out of control, which is what's feeling for her.
The shame or the fear you have with a secret you have, or you feel bad about something in your life, those are the things you should share with your friends, and they should support you. If you have friends that you share that with and they make you feel worse, those aren't your friends. Find new friends.
Totally. Like a Libby friend.
Yeah. Find more support.
So in the next scene, he's making food for her and Coco's acting up. And she keeps putting off telling her mother. I guess it's like 5 weeks now or seven. She's 7 months pregnant.
6 weeks. 6 weeks. There's 6 weeks because Matt said in this scene, we are 6 weeks away. You need to tell your mother you're avoiding it.
And Jasmine keeps saying it would be so much easier in person. I doubt it would be.
No.
But she says, now y'all, her mother. So she hasn't been honest with her mother in probably a year and a half about what's going on. She says, my family thinks I'm happily married to Gino. And she tells Matt, be quiet. You don't exist.
You don't exist. That was funny.
And so calling her mother Cecilia. And then she says, Mommy, I'm calling you because I respect you. But there's a situation that's complicated and I haven't been honest with you. And y'all, the mother listens and just gets silently disappointed. Just already there.
Jasmine already said, I want her to yell. She stares at me. She's silent and it kills me.
She says, my marriage to Gino hasn't been what I described. It hasn't worked. Since when? She's like, for almost a year. It's been actually longer than that. I believe.
And Mom's like, for that long? And she's like, yes, I'm disgusted by my own decisions.
And then, and then I don't know if her mother fully understood what an open marriage was.
Yeah.
But she said after, she's like, when I married Gino.
Abierto.
Matrimonio abierto.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think it's matrimonio de
I don't know. Abierto. And I probably think there's a different way to describe that. Yeah. But she says there were times of sadness and depression. I don't know how to tell you, but I proposed an open marriage. And the mom went,
she's like, what?
And the mom just kind of looks down after she explains it. And she tells her mom, I said divorce me or accept someone outside of our marriage because I wanted to save the marriage. And I met a person. His name was Matthew. And then I found out she does humana. She yada Seinfeld wise over some of the best parts.
She does, to just say, I'm having Matt's baby.
Yeah. And the mom just shakes her head.
Says, how far along? And she says 7 months. And Mom's like, why did you do this? And she was like, I'm scared, Mommy. And I do want to say, honey, you are 38 years old.
She's 38.
You're grown. That's what she tells her it's going to be a girl. And then Jasmine says, I would like you to meet Matt. And
this was so fucking clueless. I gotta laugh.
Like learn, even if you don't speak the language, learn how to impress the parents. First of all, when you sit down,
hola,
maybe smile. Maybe have a warm greeting of hi.
I think he was really nervous, but
thank God Jasmine just translated everything he said incorrect and said what he needed to say because his answers were shit.
Well, he says, I love your daughter. I don't want to cause your daughter any harm. I want to help her and take care of her.
Okay, that's great. Good start.
And the mom says, how does he accept you now that you're still married? And he's like, I don't know. In my 30s, I was single. And
fucking lots of hoes.
He's like, I was friends with her. And I kind of just
said,
went with her. And
I'm single. Somebody said new pussy. And I was like, sure.
And y'all, Jasmine says, yeah, he had feelings for me.
Mm-hmm. And those grew stronger.
And Mom's like, well, who's going to take care of you? And he's like,
and he says, well, he literally says, I've never done this before. I've never been a dad before. How would I know? If someone's,
I know,
my child said that to me.
Well, here's the thing. This is the stakes of this are, they're so high, they're unattainable at this point.
Yeah.
But Matt did fail.
He failed miserably at this.
And
Jasmine's
and Mom says, this fills me with sadness. You're so far and there's not a plan. And Jasmine starts to cry and says, Mommy, forgive me. And Mom says, this is so Mother Poodle. I hope one day to see each other in person again. Dios. Dios.
Anyway, she cries on the couch, and Coco the dog tries to comfort her.
This is the most codependent dog Because y'all, Jasmine does this because Coco has realized he needs to comfort his mommy.
Oh, a lot of dogs do that though. They'll like if you're crying or whatever, they'll come over. They sense it.
Codependent jerks.
Yeah, I mean, my dog
Would
never
Sophie
did
do
because
that?
she was but also I never cried.
That's true. You never really cried.
I don't know who was more stoic, her or me.
You know what? I cried sometimes. Sophie would come over to me.
Well, that's what dogs do. Yeah, she loved you, even though you were never really nice to her.
I was nice to her.
I'm kidding. You were good to her. You were good. Don't start talking about schnauzers or I'm going to unblock that guy. We've got to close this out. And y'all, you're not
close it
getting
out.
to call us because of Taylor fucking Negron. Sorry. We don't have time. We don't have time.
What an absolute circus you took us through. Are you?
Not one of
You're
my
sorry,
better
right?
You know what? I am. I'm sorry.
Gotta make it up to our listeners somehow.
Yeah, y'all, that's a show. There's no time for lonely hearts. There's no time for any of that. Just say a prayer for Taylor fucking Negron.
Call us.